I saw something moving in the sand and I realized it was a bunch of little sand piranhas, also known as amphipods. They eat things like decaying sand crabs, decaying starfish, other decaying animals. It's kinda sad, but hey, that's nature. I was enjoying some delicious bubble kelp when all of a sudden I saw something squirming in a muddy hole. I had no idea what it was, so I decided to reach in and find out. Turns out, it was my good friend Jay. Jay had an invasive blood-sucking parasite devouring her gills. I removed the pesky parasite and yeeted it to a hungry death chicken named Tommy. I set Jay free, and after that I realized I was allergic to bubble kelp, so I decided to lay down and die. I was walking on the beach when all of a sudden I found a stranded jellyfish named Barbara. I quickly picked her up and rushed her back to the water. I gave her a gentle yeet to make sure that she wouldn't get beached again. Got some water in my shoes, but I didn't care. Be sure to follow if you love ocean animals. I reached my hand into a dark, muddy hole and found my good friend Megan. She was infected and being weakened by an invasive blood-sucking parasite. I removed the invasive Isopod, yeeted it into the compost, gave Megan some kisses and set her free. I reached my hand into the frigid water and pulled out a 20-million-year-old bivalve clam fossil. I reached my hand in again and found another one, except this one was opalized. Who knew clams could be so cool? I was standing in the bushes when all of a sudden I saw something bubbling in a muddy hole. I had absolutely no idea what it was, so I decided to reach in and find out. Turns out it was my good friend Debbie. Her shrimpy gills were infected by an invasive blood-sucking isopod parasite. I helped her by removing it, gave her some pets, and be sure to follow if you love ocean animals. Today I went to the beach with my good friend Brad, and we found an empty crab shell. It looked like a delicious potato chip, but then I remembered that I was allergic to crabs, so I asked my friend Brad if he wanted to eat it. At first he said no, but then I was like, come on Brad, then he accepted. He took one bite of the crispy crab carapace and spit it out. I was surprised he didn't like it. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, Brad.
It was a normal Monday when I found a shrimp infected with a parasitic isopod. Don't worry, shrimpy girl, I got you. I quickly and carefully removed the festering parasite and donated it to a seagull named Jeff. Then I posted a 10-minute parasite removal vid on my YouTube. Go check it out.
Today I got to hold some teeny tiny hermit crabs. They were so cute I had to give them kisses. After that I set them free in some kelp, and they were adorable. As they all scooted off my hands, one was a little bit slower than the others. I took my friend Brad to the beach to show him some interesting sea animals. He flipped over a rock and we found a bunch of crabs. We found a big crab, a bunch of little crabs, and a teeny tiny crab that Brad gave a kiss to. Like and share this post to help us help the ocean. It was a stupid boring Monday when I was eating pine cones, and I decided to open up the Randonautica app and go to a random place to try to find something cool. I found a location and my friend Brad and I went on a journey. The first thing we discovered was some horses, so we decided to have a staring competition, but it turns out that horses are actually pretty good at staring competitions. Later we found some baby goats and decided to have some staring competitions with the baby goats. And this time, well, I kicked his little goat buns. Sorry, baby goats. After a while, we found the end of the trail and it was blocked off by a gate, so we weren't able to go to the coordinate. But if you want to see our next journey, then make sure to drop a follow.